Your dream life wants you to have it. There are just some things that you have allowed to be in your way that have been keeping you from it. All right, so hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Spivey J, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. So today I wanted to talk about how to get the clarity that your vision requires in order for you to start working on your vision. So we talk a lot on my channel about we talk all about upgrading your identity. We talk all about upgrading your identity so that you can transform your life, master your mind, and get more fulfillment on your quest to building a rich life on purpose, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. But you don't have no vision. Your vision, if you do have one, is probably blurry. Your vision is probably so blurry that your subconscious mind doesn't even know what it's working on creating. It's blurry, it's confusing. You have goals over here, you have goals over here, you got goals on the East Coast, goals on the West Coast, goals in the South, goals in the sky. Your stuff is all over the place. I am not saying by any means that you should be limited by your vast imagination, but the vision that you need to get clear on is what you want next to become now. I think the gap is hidden in that I should be thinking about my whole life. And it's most likely due to the fact that when we grew up, the most important question that every adult will ask us is, what do you want to be when you grow up? And they expected young you, 11, 12, 13-year-old you, super young, to have the answers to questions they probably don't even know what they want to be when they grow up. They expected you to have answers to questions that no one can truly answer, because with that little amount of information, although at that age you had a big imagination, with that little of information, I know this look crazy because there's a gate in front of me, but with that little information, how does anyone know what they want to do forever? And I find myself saying this to my children: what interests you now? Not what you're going to be when you grow up. What interests you now? We're going to go deep into what interests you now, because when you focus on what you're interested in and you create interest-led curriculums, you don't have to be a homeschooler or in school to learn. So when I say curriculum, don't let that stop you and like, well, this is for children. No, you as a human being with the capacity to learn, you have the opportunity to learn something new. So with that said, and I'm sure the vision in your dream life requires you to learn something new, or else you won't be able to see it through. So now you're learning something new. But before you can learn something new, you have to get you have to go back to that question that they overdid asking us when we were little. And it was just a way to start conversation. It was a way to kind of gauge the kid. And now as adults, people will ask you, what do you do? And sometimes when I meet people and they ask me that, in my mind I'm thinking, why does that matter? My first question is, what's exciting to you? You know what I mean? Like, what's exciting you right now? Is it the brackets, like, or basketball brackets? I don't know, whatever they call it. Is it the Olympic sports? What is exciting you? Your goals, you're writing a book. Like, what are you most excited about versus what you're going to be when you grow up? And so one question forces you to think hard and probably make up some bull crap. The other focuses on you, and it puts you and your curiosities, your interests, what you are focused on probably at that moment outside of that conversation, obviously, at the forefront in the center, making it more of a connecting conversation versus just one where you're just trying to answer some questions so someone can stop talking to you. So that's the question that's going to help us clarify our vision. In order to manifest or bring about a transformation in our life, we need to have clarity on what it is we want to bring about. But you don't need to have clarity on the entire path like we were trained to think when we were younger. E.g., questions such as, what are you going to be when you grow up? How about what's exciting you right now, instead of what you want to be forever? How does a 12-year-old answer that? They don't know. They don't know. You don't know. Most adults are still trying to figure it out. Having career change after career change, location change, everything changes. But for right now, I want to see what it's like to live in this city. Right now, I want to be fluent in, say, Japanese, because I really enjoy anime and the culture, and I want to know what they're saying versus just reading the entire episode. Right now, I'm really interested in drawing faces that look like my family and turning them into beautiful pieces of art. Right now, Okay, so when you start working on clarifying your vision, which I highly suggest that you do, because if you are going to transform your life, you need to know what the heck you're transforming in the first place. So that's a very important step. I highly suggest you focus on what excites you now. What are you curious about now? What interests you now? They say that social media ended a couple years ago in the fashion that it was originally intended for. And now they say that social media is interest media. And if you think about it, yes, we train the algorithm to show us things that we are already interested in and things similar to that. So you may be hearing a message from multiple people, like everyone's making the same content, but really it's with you're just, oh my God, what is that? The fuck? Y'all ain't tell me I had a bug on my forehead. All right, but the truth is, you're in an echo chamber, and it's seeming like everyone is saying the same thing, but that's because it's showing you what you're more of what you're interested in versus just a chronological, run through of your friends' random pictures. And so it's changed, and it's going to probably go even deeper in that way because that's how corporations are making money and getting attention. Everyone's looking to get attention. So for you, what that means is I want you to put your attention on what it is you want. I want you to put your attention on clarifying what it is you want next to be now. When you focus on what it is you want next now and you have that clear vision, you can use visualization. They call it a technique. Baby, I want you to take your Pinterest board and know that that's just the external reflection of what it is you want. And I want you to kind of shove that down the toilet. Now, I love a vision board, but I mean, like, it's not going to help you in your visualization because those are just ideas. You're going to take that visualization that clarified vision that I just told you to get, but instead of making a vision board on Pinterest or a poster board or a digital one, I want you to create a plan. Ding, 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 ding. The reason you need the clarity is because the plan to execute requires the clarity so that you know the sequential steps to getting it done. We can dream all day. I love dreaming. Daydreaming is one of my favorite pastimes. But sometimes I get caught up in regret, and sometimes I get caught up in so focused on the future that I'm literally losing present time, which the present moment is a gift. That's why it's called the presence. Okay, so anyways, I digress. But yes, so I need you to get very, very clear on your vision so that you can create the plan. When you put a plan in action, that plan is going to require so much of you. So when you are working your plan, there are going to be gaps, there are going to be things that you miss. That's okay. What's going to fill in those gaps? That's going to take you from just a dreamer and a person with great ideas to an actual executor, a finisher, one that completes what they start, small, 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 as up, is going to be the training of your subconscious mind. And the way to train it, to prepare your nervous system, to prepare your mind, to prepare your next step, you have to train your subconscious mind. You are preparing your subconscious mind through auto suggestion. That's what it's called. You're going to get the upgrade stabilized, get the next upgrade stabilized. And as you do that, you're going to grow. But none of this works if you do not have a clear vision. Actually, scratch all of that. If without a clear vision, without clarity on what it is you're after, then you have clarity on nothing. If you're trying to paint a whole picture instead of just deciding the color of the next piece that you're going to paint, you're going to get lost in the sauce. You're going to get lost in the shiny object syndrome, the oh my God, the infinite amount of opportunities that are available now, the confusion. Not having clarity is very confusing. It's very off-putting for those who don't have the history of following through on their own ideas. I want to drive home the importance of having a vision is the first thing you want to do, obviously, but getting real clear. So you need to get out a piece of paper and a pencil. I don't want you to write this in a note app. I want you to put pen to paper, pencil to paper, marker to paper, no dry erase board, no magic board writing, none of that. No no etch a sketch. I want you to get a pen and paper. If you got the old school ink to dip, do that. But the reason being is because there is a certain mind body connection when you write that the plastic, metal, glass, these other materials cannot touch your wooden pencil in your paper. Okay, so get it out. These are the questions you need to ask yourself in order to get more clarity on your vision. You need to get clear about what you want your next now to be. Before I continue on with the steps that you need to take when you are working on clarifying your vision, I wanted to let you know about my 7-day Start Before You're Ready challenge. The link is in the description. I created this 7-day challenge for anyone who has been procrastinating, who is an overthinker, who's fear-led, who's fearful, or who has the interest in starting something but don't know where to start. This guide, this workbook that I created was the jumpstart to me losing 50 pounds last year by starting with a challenge. In this challenge, you're going to focus on one thing in one area of your life that's specifically for you to do for 7 days straight. And I know for a fact that you can get it done because you're going to become the person that keeps promises to herself. You're going to become the person that doesn't let herself down anymore. You're going to be the person that empowers herself by taking action despite her emotions, despite other circumstances. You are her. Okay, so you click in the link in the description, getting started on your 7-day challenge. And yeah, all right, now I want to talk about the steps that you need to take to start clarifying your vision so that we can get to building a rich life on purpose. So, first, what are you curious about now? What interests you right now? Right now, when you're writing it, you're going to be asking yourself, what's interesting to you right now? There are no limits, okay? What are you curious about? What interests you right now? What has your attention? What has your attention? So all three of those are number one. I know I just said three questions, but all three of those are number one. I want you to take your time with this, but you're going to get into a rhythm and a flow because like your subconscious is just going to take over that pen or that pencil or that marker, and it's just going to flow. You may have a hard time starting it off, but start there. Start with that question. Those are the first questions you're going to answer to get clarity on what it is your vision wants in the future now. All right. So, question number 2. This is the next thing you're going to ask yourself. Without constraints, resources, money, location, denial of access, fear, without that, without a doubt, what will be the first thing you would do, the first goal you will work towards tomorrow morning? So to me, that reminds me of this thing that I do. When I'm unsure about something that I want, I literally will flip a coin, real old school style. Flip a coin and choose heads or tails. Actually, choosing heads or tails is one thing, but it's the thing that you're thinking about when the coin goes up that you want it to land on that's going to tell you what you should write for number 2. So for example, say if I'm trying to figure out if I want this blue coat or this orange coat, boom, I'm throwing it up, and in my mind I'm like, okay, before I do that, blue is heads, orange is tails. Throw it up. I'm like, tails, tails, tails. I mean, that means I want the orange coat. I want that tells you what you actually want. So I've been training myself to do that for quite some time. And before I even flip a coin, I don't even have to do that process anymore because in my mind I know what I want the coin to land on before I even do heads or tails. So that's just like a little exercise that I do. So now that you have those things answered, you should have much more clarity on what it is you want. Obviously, it's going to answer the question. Now that you have the clarity on what you should be visualizing, what you should be working towards in your quest to building a rich life on purpose now, not sometime in the future, you're going to have to make sure you do a couple of housekeeping things. Like you're going to have to let go regret. When you're doing this exercise, you're going to have to forgive yourself and you're going to have to forgive others when you're doing this exercise, because I want you to be clear-minded. Is this something you can do in one day? Yes, if you give yourself permission to. For some people, this may seem like a huge mountain to climb, but forgiveness and releasing regret is as simple as making the decision to do so. Or it can be as difficult as building a new earth, because that's what it is. It's building a new world for you. And you're going to have to go through a process of stabilizing your nervous system when you do that. But I want to let you know that you are capable of doing that. You are capable of forgiveness and letting go regret. Those two things hold a lot of people back. Regret and unforgiveness and holding grudges against others and your own, especially to yourself, will hold you back in really being free when answering these questions. So it is a lot of it's some housekeeping work that has to be done. Everything isn't just peaches and cream. We have to make sure we take care of our physical, mental, spiritual, and financial. All of these work holistically. Just like when you're training your body, you can't spot train. You technically can, but like your whole body is going to reap the benefits, and if you don't, your whole body is going to reap the opposite. So when you do that, you're going to be opening up your heart so that your mind can even understand what it is that you're after, because your dream life wants you to have it. There are just some things that you have allowed to be in your way that have been keeping you from it. Okay, so when you have that vision, we'll talk tomorrow or in another video about taking your vision to a plan. Because if you're that person that is really good with visualizing, really good with ideas, you're a great starter, you're a great opener. You can open up like a mug, but you can't close. You can't execute. You're always starting over and you have all these failed ideas that never took off. Then the next video about planning is going to be for you, because I want to let you know right now, in full transparency, this is something that I'm currently doing in my life, and this is what is working. All right, thank you so much for watching today's video. My name is Spivey J. I hope wherever you are, you're having a beautiful day. And if you're ready to build a rich life on purpose, I'm talking about mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you've already subscribed, I truly appreciate you coming back. My name is Spivey J, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace. You're beautiful. I hope you know